Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So now today basically what we are gonna do is that we are gonna make out the pie chart with the help of the Plotly library. Okay, so today we'll be seeing that how we can make out a pie chart with the help of this particular Plotly library. So we instead of the using of Plotly, we simply use Plotly.express because like Express is one of the like you can say it is one of the functions of that library which has some more features to add on to it. Right, so this is the reason that why we always prefer to use out the Plotly.express instead of simply using out the Plotly. Right now here what I would just do is that we'll be trying to make out the pie chart, but before that we had already seen that how we can just like make out the bar plots and how we can just put out some several conditions, how we can use out the query function so that let's say you just want out some things for the some amount only. So in that case how you can just use out the conditions, then how you can make out the scatter plots, what about making out the bubble plot. So these were all of the things which we had seen till now, right? Now what I would be just doing here is that I would be making out the pie chart. The data which I'll be using is that tips data only, which we had already used out, but what I will be doing out here is that I'll be again importing that. Now why I'll be importing that? Because here I had put on some conditions like here above, here we had put on some conditions. So because of that conditions I'll be displaying out that particular data only, but I do not want that particular thing. I want that what are the pie chart I'll be making out. In that I just want the like pie chart of that whole data, but in the previous one we had put on some conditions, so it will automatically extract that some conditions from there. So this is the reason that I would be importing out a new data and then I'll be using this out, right? So let's see that I'll be doing this particular thing. Okay, so I would be just writing here that let's say my variable is data underscore tips. Okay, so data underscore tips. Now here we're loading out the data. So with that px dot data dot tips, right? This is the way how we just load out any particular data if we have it into the library, right? So okay, into the px is basically the short form to the plotly library which I have given here. Let me just go above and show you that thing as well. Right here, so here basically we are having the short form for the plotly.express as px, right? So I've just put in that thing as well only, nothing is too much different here. And there is one rule in the library is that if any of the data you are having and that data is actually present in any of the libraries, so in that case we just use out that data from that particular library. So in that case we just do not use out the pandas library, we simply use out the name of that particular library only, and here we are having that as px. Okay, so in that case I just use out that particular px only, px.data.tips. Now I'll be making out my pie chart. I'm writing here fig is equal to, I'll be writing px.pie. Again px is basically my name, basically that is the short form for the plotly.express library which I have given. Pi is basically my pie chart. Df comma, okay, not that df. Now I'll be just putting on the name for that variable in which I have stored my data and read out my data, so that is data underscore. So here we are having data underscore tips, right? So right now I just loaded out the data onto the first line into this particular variable which is data underscore tips. So I just put on that particular thing inside the bracket only. After that, now as we used to take out two x's, okay, whenever we were making out the bar plots, we were making out the scatter, we were making out the bubble. So in that case what was happening? In that case we were having two things. First one was of our x-axis and second was of our y-axis, right? Now here we do not need to make any x or y-axis. Here we are just going to make out one circle because pie chart is actually made in the form of circle, right? So for that case what I'll be needing out here is that I do not need x and y values. I would be taking two different parameters here which we actually have for the pie chart, and that are values and names. Okay, these are the two ones which we are having. So I will just put on here values. We always take out a categorical one. Values we take out the numerical, and names we always take out a categorical. Okay. So let me just go above and let's see that what are the numericals and what are the categorical that we'll be taking out. Let's say I'll be taking out here as total bill for the numerical, and let's say I'll take for day for the categorical. Okay. So that is, let me write out here. So values would be my numerical, that is total underscore bill, putting out a comma. And what about the names? So names I'll be having here as like categorical, and that name categorical I would be having here as day, right? And at last what I would just do, I would simply write here fig dot show, and I would just run it out. Okay, now here basically we'll be displaying out our pie chart. So yes, here we have our pie chart. So in that it is showing me that like the percentage of the total bills, right? So here we'll be getting this thing into the percentages only. Here we are getting it for the 4 days. That is Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, and Friday, because these are the 4 days only which are present onto our tips data set. So that is the reason that I am getting only for these 4 days. Right, so now as I hover on any of the small pie, so in that case I'm just getting out the day, and even I'm getting out the total bill, that what's the total bill, like what's the percentage for that total bill, and even I'm just getting out the day as well. Now here like besides 4 options are present, that is blue one is for Saturday, red one is for Sunday, green one is for Thursday, and purple one is for the Friday. Right, so we are able to analyze here that the people prefer to come mostly to eat food outside on Saturdays actually. Right, here see the blue color is having the highest percentage, that is 36.8, and that blue is actually the Saturday only, right? So we can just conclude from here that most of the people prefer to come out to eat out the food on Saturdays. After that they prefer to come on the Sundays, then comes the Thursday, and the least is on Friday. Okay, so we can just conclude this thing. Now if I just click on this side here, so now you all know I've already told that. I'm just again repeating that if I just click on any of the days which is present here, one single click that would be removed, and if I just again double click on that, so that would again come back. Let's do it for green one. Now just have a look that Thursday has been removed from our data. Now this is the tool which is used when you are having too much of data into this pie chart and like it's looking a little bit of messy up thing. So in that case you can just remove out some and just analyze for whatever you just want to prefer out. Right, this is how we just make out a pie chart. That is okay. Now other than that, it's not finished up here. We have several other features into this pie chart as well. We have a feature which is basically we can put on the color. Okay, I would just give out a comma here, and now we are having a variable which is color. Let's first of all put out the color is equal to, okay, just let me remove it out. So color is equal to, let's say I just give out any particular column name. Let's see what happens. Will it basically run it out or it will not run? So let's give it as okay, let it be smoker. So here I will be coming and here comes the smoker, and now if I just run it out, so basically now just let's have a look. Now have a look that only we are getting out two colors onto this particular. Fine. So smoker no, and then smoker no. So whatever the no ones I am having into this particular data, all the no are here into the blue color. It means that smokers are not on Thursdays, Sundays, and Saturdays. Smokers are only on the Fridays, which we are actually having here. That is smoker is equal to yes, and the day is Friday. So in the same way as well, you can just put out the data from here that, okay, let's say you just wanted to find out that which is the day where the smokers come. So we can just make out the pie chart and put out the color as smoker. So in that case, you could just get out that smokers are almost on Fridays only. On Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, the smokers are not there. Right? So this is one another thing which you can just put out after this. Okay, let's say now I have just given out a categorical column into the color. Now let's say I just give out some numerical. We are having size as a numerical column, right? Let's say I just give out some numerical. In that case as well, I'll be getting out four things, and now that would not be differentiated. So the red one is for the size 3, blue one is for the size 2, a green one is for the size 4, and this one is as well, blue one is for the size 2. So wherever you are finding out blue, so that is basically for the size 2. Size 2 means the family size is actually 2, right? The green color is for the size 4, and the red one is basically for the size 3. Okay, this is the whole idea regarding this particular thing. Now let's say you do not want to give out any particular column name here. So in that case, we have another parameter which can be used on. Now let me remove out this color. So parameter which we have is color underscore discrete underscore sequence. This is the parameter which we are having, color discrete sequence. So there are some colors which are actually already present on to that plotly library. You can just go out onto the Google and search that out. So from that particular color sequence, you can just choose out any color, any particular color sequence if you just want to put it onto the pie chart. Right now you are able to see that it is having around 3 to 4 colors, right? Now let's say I just want to make it in a form that as soon as the values decrease into this pie chart, as soon as the percentage decreases, my color should as well decrease. Let's say I just took out red. So that red should be darker, then more lighter, then more lighter. In this format, I just want out the pie chart to look like. So in that case, we just use out this color discrete sequence parameter which we actually have, right? So I would just write here px dot, that would be px dot colors, px dot colors dot sequential. This statement would actually remain same, that is px dot colors dot sequential. After this, you have your own way to write out that what color you just want. So here is one thing, that is RDBU. This is one format actually which we are having. Right, so I had just put on that particular thing here. Now just have a look at the pie chart which I'm just getting out here. See, it's format, right? The one which is having the largest total bill, that is the largest percentage. That is the most darkest. After that, the second largest we are having, that is the little lighter to the first one. The third one is more lighter, and the fourth one is the more lighter. So as soon as the percentage of the total bill decreases, the color as well becomes lighter and lighter and lighter. Right, so see onto the this side as well, I'm just having the things for that. So this is how you can make out a pie chart. Hope you just got the idea regarding the parameters first of all which you have here, and what are the other things which you can add here, what are the colors that you can give, right? And how to make out the pie chart if you're having any data, right? So hope you just got this thing very much clearly regarding the pie chart. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.